Welcome to the Windy City Bender Podcast with your hosts, Nolly, Poetzy, Jarom and Tanner.
Yeah, go for it. Oh, wait. Oh.
What?
Okay, yeah, go for it.
Welcome to episode 86 of the Windy City Bender Podcast. It is the first episode of the new year, 2020. Tanner, how are you doing, bud? Thanks for showing up.
I'm pretty great, man. Pretty great. Feeling good. 13 days late since since the new year, but boys are busy, so it's rough getting everybody together.
Yeah, last week was a fucking intense week for me, so definitely could not make the recording happen. But you know what? Better late than never. We're here. We've got a lot to talk about. Episode 86 too, real quick. That's what, the Teravainen?
Yeah.
All right, Tivu.
Yeah.
Oh, sad.
He's tearing it up in Carolina. So
yeah. So last time we actually talked hockey, because our previous episode was the interview with Tyler Johnston, which was fucking awesome. I love that guy.
Yeah, I wasn't there for that. I had to work. God damn it. One of these days I'll get to talk to somebody from Letterkenny.
Oh, yeah, you're 0 for 3, aren't you?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh, wait, no. Sorry, I did talk to Riley. That's right.
Poetz wasn't there. Or no, it wasn't Nolly.
I think it was Poetz.
Poetz wasn't for Riley, yeah.
Yeah.
Or Jonesy. Fuck. All right, anyway.
It's Riley.
It was Riley. Fuck. God damn it.
Hot start. Here we go.
All right. Anyway, so the last time we actually talked hockey was on December 9th. So a little over a month ago.
Hockey has happened between now and then. So
yeah.
We have plenty to talk about.
So we'll start with a little Hawks talks. Do you want to try to do the Nolly?
Hawks! Wait, let me try it one more time. Hawks! That hurt my chest. I actually tried to do that. It just fucking lost wind. It was fucking bad. Hawks! Fuck.
Hawks talk. So since we're gone, the Hawks have played 16 games, and despite what it feels like, they are playing 500 hockey.
They are playing 500 hockey. They've been doing it the whole year.
They are. Their record since we last talked is 8-8. I think right now they're 20 and
like 6?
6? Oh, 6.
I think it's 6.
Yeah.
I can find out real fast.
Yeah.
Yep, 2020 and 6.
2026. In those games, they had 7 games against Central Division opponents where they went 3-4, which isn't
It's not what you want to do.
Yeah, I mean, you want more wins than losses, especially against your division, especially when you're trying to make up points right now.
Yeah.
Couple key wins that stood out to me during that. December 21st against Colorado when they won 5-3.
Yeah, but they had just lost to Colorado too.
Yeah.
And isn't that was the 4th game that they played against Colorado, and they had just gotten smoked.
That was the
first 3 games against them. Right?
That was, I think, the last time they played Colorado too this year.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I always keep thinking, when it comes to scheduling, it's like the old scheduling where you play your division 3 times at home and 3 times away, but it's not that anymore. It's only play them twice at home and twice away. Yeah.
So in that span, that was a Saturday game. The Thursday they played in Winnipeg.
Yep.
And then the Wednesday before is when they played Colorado and got spanked 4-1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They also lost to St. Louis the week before too.
Yeah.
Was not looking good.
They beat St. Louis 4-3. Or no, they lost to St. Louis 4-3. They beat Minnesota 5-3, which is a game you have to win.
Yeah.
They lost to Colorado 4-1, beat Winnipeg 4-1 on back-to-back. Then they beat Colorado 5-3.
That was that comeback game, right?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, they were down 3-1 going into the third, and then came back.
That was a good fucking game. And then thinking, got some momentum.
Yeah, I'm just saying, we think they got some momentum.
Got some momentum going. And then my most embarrassing loss I have listed here would be the following Monday, the last day before, the Christmas break. Lowly, New Jersey comes in.
Oh, literally fucking, they're like third to last right now. Currently, like this is currently after they had just beaten Washington and Tampa Bay. Somehow, I just don't get it. But they smoked us 7-1.
God damn it. And I think that was such a fucking tease too, because I think we scored. We went up 1-0.
Yeah. I think it was like Carpenter or somebody that scored. But we also let PK Subban score, and he only has like 2 goals until that point. I was just like, he's been struggling. Oh, Zach Smith that scored.
Zach Smith, yeah.
Yeah, PK Subban had 2 goals up until that point, and everybody's like, yeah, he's not looking good this year. And it's just like, hey, it looks like it. And then he fucking has the game winner.
He was on like a fucking 23 or 24 game like pointless streak.
Yeah. And I don't know, like he's got 2 more goals since then. Like it's nothing like that big. Like it sucks.
It just sucks to be the one that kind of like that first.
Now that we're like kind of looking towards it too, like that Jack Hughes goal for that first one. I don't know if you remember, but he just fucking like slipped in and went top corner, like real close. Fuck. I was just like, oh no.
I remember watching that and I was like, oh my God, we were 2 picks away.
Yeah, but I'd rather have Doc. Like I don't
know,
care.
Yeah, no, I agree. No, I agree now, but there's always a little part of me when I watch more Jack Hughes now that he's kind of getting comfortable in the league, and I watch him and I'm just like, oh, we could have had 2 Patrick Kanes almost. Yeah, right. How sick that would have been.
Damn. Yeah, I mean, oh, Jesus Christ. Can you imagine the size of a line of Jack Hughes, Patrick Kane, and Alex DeBrincat?
Oh, my God.
I mean, they'd be pretty fucking fast. They'd be moving
the
puck around all over the place, but holy shit, you do not see them going into the corners at all. I can guarantee that.
It's going to be dumping like, no, you go get it. Or,
yeah.
But,
I mean, I was just going to move on unless you had anything else
for
that game.
No, go ahead.
So then they, like, after Christmas, they come back and they play one of the best defensive teams and with, like, solid goaltending this whole year with their tandem of Varlamov and Thomas Greiss. And we win 5-2.
With probably one of the worst lineups, too, that we've put out all season. Boquist was out.
Oh, God. Oh, Gilbert got his first goal that game, too. Hell yeah.
The New Jersey? Or no, the
Islanders game.
Islanders, yeah. Oh, back to the New Jersey one. Gilbert with another fucking beauty fight.
Oh, that's right.
Absolutely laid out.
I don't remember who he hit, but he fought John Hayden.
John Hayden did not.
I was
like
it. Not John. No, John. Like, I fucking will always love John Hayden just for the simple fact that he put a dent in Marcus Foligno's face when we played the Wild, and I was just like lose my shit every time I see that.
Oh my God, yeah, that was big. But yeah, Gilbert,
he's a scrapper. Fucking yeah. I mean, go from not being able to score on one of the worst defensive teams to being able to put in 5 against one of the best defensive teams, because that makes sense. Good stuff.
Yeah.
And then we got the game in Columbus,
which was a 100% trap game. I thought was going to be a New Jersey all over again. Columbus was missing like 10 of their.
Dude, Columbus has been
every day
not bad this whole year without like anybody.
I don't understand, man.
Dude,
but
Pierre-Luc Dubois, he's just a boss. But I mean, they've been getting some really good goaltending, and then that's one of the things that kind of drove them a little crazy was the fact that Korpisalo went down that game and he's still out.
And the return of Angry Torts, baby.
Yeah.
Oh my God. But you know what? I think anybody who knows the game of hockey or kind of like knows what happened was like, yeah, Torts is completely justified in his blow-up.
Yeah. I didn't get to watch the game, but I watched like the replay and like some things about it. It was like, what was with the time runoff at all?
Yeah.
And then that led to them not actually getting that goal to end the game. And then, but I mean, whatever. Laner got a shootout win, so that was cool.
Yeah. Everybody's like,
that's what sucks for them is like they only got 1 point and then they lost their goalie on a call that was like, yeah, he's been a wall. Literally, his stats like up until that game, he had like 2 shutouts and like 3 1-goal games. And I was just like, oh fuck.
Did it end up being a tear or was it like a strain? I don't remember.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't remember seeing because I know it was a Taves like shootout that just fucking undressed him, and then the poor backup sits on the bench for the entire game. Yeah, comes in, the first person hit the face is fucking Patrick Kane. Dude, I would have just been like, take the fucking net. Like I just wouldn't even got in the front of that.
Well, he's got to try at least because of the other end. You got Robin Lehner who can't stop a beach ball during a shootout.
And
It's like, all right, if I get a piece of this, we win probably. Like, but just didn't work out that way for him.
Yeah, and I don't even think Lander actually made a save in that shootout.
I don't think so either.
I think it was post, and net, missed the net.
Honestly, like that's all he should do is just stay out on top of the crease and just like if they shoot, like it's gotta beat him because he's like so fucking big. Like he should just actually just stay like maybe just stay in the butterfly and just be like just fucking throw the arms up.
What he said after the game was like, "Yeah, I'm just gonna start standing there." That's exactly what he said. I'm just gonna stand in the line and make him shoot. Like,
I fucking love him so much.
I know.
He's so good.
We'll talk more about him in a second. But
Hawks fucking going to the next game and fucking pull out another 5-3 win or a 5-goal win. It's like, okay, is this like a new year, new me?
That was
This is 31st.
I mean, that was still 19. So
I know, but like it was like I was getting hyped for like, okay, this is how they're gonna enter the new year. Like, let's keep this going.
But I mean, that was a big win because I mean, Calgary at the time was right there with them in that last wild card spot. Calgary now fucking
they're just now in first.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean they've been turning it up ever since they fired their coach.
Yeah.
Like them in Toronto, it's like their coaching change has lit a fire under those teams' asses. Also, like Toronto didn't really need a fire lit under their ass. They needed Matthews to actually have more ice time, which is, I don't know, common fucking sense.
Well, it's amazing. Yeah, everything. Yeah, not to like get off the hot stock, but everything that they're doing in Toronto, it's like, well, Babcock, you had the capability of doing this. Like, all you had to do is put this guy out more, you know, like, but I don't know, it's common sense shit that blows my mind. But
I feel like everybody is like trying to get that magic that like the Penguins had it when they fired their coach halfway through the year and then won 2 cups in a row. Last year, the Blues fired their coach and fucking won the cup. It's just like that's like the formula somehow is like a struggling team that's supposed to be better like needs to fire their coach. Yeah. And then all of a sudden like, oh, like we should be winning? Cool, let's do that. Good idea, guys. Our coach that we just had, he was telling us to lose. So I don't understand. Good thing you guys fired him. Fucking stupid. But yeah, so big win in Calgary.
Yeah, and then after that, there's not too much good. I mean, they lost 7-5 in Vancouver.
Yeah, what the fuck?
That was a fucking I didn't watch that game, but I heard it was like a fucking shootout, wasn't it?
I didn't get to see it. I think I saw like the very end of it. I like must have like I think I just got like off of work when it was like 5 minutes left in the third, so I like threw it on my phone, and I was like, "Fuck, maybe they'll tie it up." And then I turned it on perfectly in time for them to score an empty netter. I go, "Well, guess not." Fuck, just like never mind. But that's like honestly like they put up 5 goals again though. Like they were scoring.
And that's a sneaky good Vancouver team too. I mean, it's a game I think right now with where that team is at, we need to be beating that team. But again, I always say that with the expectation that the Hawks are the Hawks that was winning, not this 500 team.
Yeah. Fucking, dude, Elias Pettersson.
So fucking good.
I don't know where this kid came from and how he's so goddamn good for like the size that he is. Okay, so he's 6'2". Can you guess how much he weighs?
He's got to be like 150 pounds wet.
No. He's 176.
Really?
Yeah. So he's like what Doc is 6'4", 190. So kind of like comparison, but like he seems so much skinnier. Like,
yeah.
And he's only 21, and fucking Jesus Christ. He's a point per game player. Oh my God, he's gonna fucking light up the league and like for years. Like it's so stupid. All right, fuck that shit. Well, okay, moving on. Detroit, boom.
That was
W.
a fucking bad game though to start.
I don't remember if I watched this or not.
They were down
2-0. I didn't get to watch this. I was at work.
Yeah, they were down 2-0 after the first.
And then you guys all texted me about it.
Yeah. And it just did not look like they were have any offense going. And then and the second period came around, and it was the Dylan show. Dylan Strome with a goal, and then you know who got his first goal? You know who got his first NHL goal?
Yeah.
Yeah, who was it, Tanner?
It's Dylan Segura.
Yeah, baby.
It's all right. He still needs.
4.5, baby.
He still
Let's
needs
go.
5 more goals.
4.5. Let's go.
He still needs 5 more goals by the
I
end
was-
of the year for me to buy you guys a beer.
It's not about the beer at this point anymore.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's always been about the beer for me.
No, like I was so genuinely happy for that kid, and
Yeah.
the smile on his face after it went in, and then Gus coming down and just like picking him up, like throwing him over his shoulder,
like his little brother.
Yeah,
Dude, like honestly, that's the whole reason why I have said that he has the worst luck. Like he's not gonna score more than 5 goals, is because he's had chances just like that.
Oh yeah.
Where like you're like, fuck yeah, he's about to put this in, and then all of a sudden the goalie just like reaches back with like a blindfold on, and then all of a sudden it like can't feel the left side of his body, but he still catches it, and you're just like, it's Sakura's luck. Like what the fuck? Like
No, 100%. I saw that the puck go to him, and he had the entire wide open.
yeah,
net.
the whole
I'm
fucking net.
like, oh my god, this is gonna go wide.
Yeah, he's gonna hit the fucking post. It's gonna go far post, near post, and out. Like just something really weird. But no, he fucking put it dead fucking center.
Yeah.
Also, like, what a lucky bounce. That was just like a Gus like shot that went off a skate in the front, and it was just like, hey, it's the golden goal for you. Like,
Yeah.
it was hilarious.
But yeah, so good for him finally getting that goal. And it was like, I think that's what kind of really like finished the momentum switch for the Hawks, because then Boquist comes up with the goal, game-winning goal.
Yup.
And then,
This is so silky.
yeah.
I love watching him play.
If only we still had Yokiharu with him.
Well, I mean, I heard things that was like they needed to move Yokoharu because they wanted to make sure that there was a spot open when Ian Mitchell's done this season.
Yeah, that's true.
And fuck, did you see his highlight?
Oh god, the
He
other
had a
night.
shorty that he fucking tipped out of the zone and then flew and just beat the goalie and just it was nasty.
I forgot who
Speed.
I forgot who I showed that to, and I was like, yeah, by the way, he's a defenseman. And they're like,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, he's fucking walking guys out there. Like, yeah, he's a defenseman.
Yeah, so
Over
that's
to-
something we get to look forward to, hopefully, like whenever their season ends, like maybe we get some Ian Mitchell towards the end of the year.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
Oh, baby.
If he can come in and be like somewhat of like a Cale Makar or like Adam Fox, like those college type defensemen, like highlight defenseman players, like that'd be sweet.
How old is he?
I think he's like 21 or 20. I think he's 21 because I think it's his junior year right now. I'm not sure. But also, since while you're looking that up, Kubalik scored that 4th goal of the Detroit game, which is the first game of his current streak of 4 games with a goal, which is, not too shabby.
Man, if only some podcast mentioned how such a steal that trade was with the Kings and like how amazing he was.
What was it? A 5th rounder for him? Yeah.
Ian Mitchell will turn 21 on the 18th.
Oh, cool. Yeah, so he's still young. Like, that's great. Like, fuck. It's going to be good.
So he could potentially jump right in.
He
like-
could. Unless I'm sorry.
You're good.
unless he wants to play like his senior year, but I don't know if the Hawks kind of come knocking and like, hey, want to play some NHL hockey?
Yeah.
You wanna get paid?
Like, it doesn't look good now, but I think where this team's going and the young guys that are being built around this team, plus you still have Patrick Cage, you still have Jonathan Taves.
Yeah, that's the primo veteran kind of leadership that you want.
I
Like
think
some Stanley Cup winners that have like been there and have done it in the city. Like they're not coming from another team to be a leader. It's like they're not only showing you how to lead on the team, but like off the ice as well. They know where to go. They've been here long enough. They know what to do, like how to like make yourself seem like a fucking good person,
Yeah, I'd be really curious to see if he didn't sign, what his reasoning would be for not signing with this team.
Mitchell?
Yeah.
I would say like probably go in his senior year, but I'm also nervous about that. Like that whole, like Kevin Hayes, Jimmy VC.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if he opt out to like test, like, what I'm curious what it would be like. That would be like he would be unsure about this team. I think this team's got everything going into, like we said, going in the right direction where it would make sense to get in on this one. Because I mean, if he signs, him and Boquist are going to be like the Keith and Siebes of like the future kind of thing. So it's like, I don't know.
We also have Bowden coming in too.
Bowden, yeah.
And I hope he turns out to be like sneaky good because no one really talks about him like as much. But he was taken in the first round as well with Boquist. Like, it's the same year.
Yeah, he was what,
27th or 28th?
Yeah.
I think he might have been 28th because I think Yokoharu was 27th the year before.
Yeah, Yokoharu. Oh, man, he still had the best. He was the one that was drafted in Chicago. And I will never forget, me and Poets were there. And he gets drafted. He puts the jersey on. He's looking at himself in the Jumbotron, fixes his hair, puts the hat on, does like the little gunshot and winks at himself, and then puts his arm around everybody. I'm just like, oh my God, I fucking love this kid already.
That's amazing.
Oh, man.
That's a bummer. Well, moving on. Fucking Calgary Flames. Back at it again. Can't repeat what they did on the 31st, though. So they lost 2-1 that game, but Kubalik scored again, so that's cool.
Kane with another point, inching closer to 100 to 1,000.
100,000.
100,000.
Oh, he's beating Gretzky a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah, Boquist though looking sick still too.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm loving them. And then they played Nashville, lost again.
Spanked 5-2.
Yeah, I mean, and Nashville had just fired Laviolette, and did they have Hines during that game, or was it?
Yeah, because they hired Hines right as soon as they fired Laviolette.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, like we were saying, to the coaching change thing, like it seems to fucking get teams going. And
I mean, they got spanked the first game with him, like 6-1 or something like that.
Yeah, but I think that was like day of though.
Yeah. So
I don't know how much of like a hand he had in anything besides being like, here's the lines. Like we don't really have like anything that they practice or anything probably.
Yeah, 2 highlights in that game. Kubalik scores again.
Yup.
Keeps the streak going. And then
I think that's when he created the streak.
No.
Isn't it 3? Take 3 to make a streak, man.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
All right. And then another first NHL goal was scored that night. By some kid named I'm gonna probably butcher this one.
Yeah.
Pico Rene.
Yeah. Fucking. None of you. I didn't get to watch the game, and none of you said anything. And I watched the highlights, and I hadn't looked on like online or anything to see that he had scored. I watched the highlights, and I go, "Whoa! What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this?" It was just like, I was like, "No fucking way! Are you fucking kidding me?" Like,
yeah. To be fair, I didn't watch that game either. I had a work party, so I had no idea about that too until I got home.
Jeez,
I'm glad.
It's like, it sucks.
It was a legitimate goal, which was cool because I'm sick and tired of like those ones. Like they were listing all like the goalie goals in NHL history. Half of those can be wiped off because it was like he was just the last person to touch, like it bounced off somebody and all that kind of stuff.
It wasn't like actually a shot or anything.
Those don't count.
That's funny.
Yeah, he was the first one I think to do it since 03. Not 03. 13.
13.
Mike Smith.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just wish, like, it's cool. I'm glad that like a goalie goal happened. I just wish it didn't happen against us.
Right.
Like do it, and especially Nashville against us. Like, no.
It's such a pecker in it too, especially after his comments about like, the easiest shutout of my career.
And then he scores a goal too.
Yeah.
God damn it. That's so disappointing. Well, next game.
The Ducks come to town.
Yeah, they got to play the worst team in the Western Conference.
Yeah, which isn't us anymore.
We haven't been at the bottom yet. I mean, maybe for a couple of days.
Yeah, we were for a little bit.
Fuck, I got to watch this game though, and the Hawks just looked good the whole time. After like Anaheim scored, I was just like, oh, the Hawks can just do whatever they want right now. I was like, this must be what it's like again to play a team that's worse than you. And it's like, what a fall from grace the Blackhawks, the Kings, and the Ducks have had.
Even you could toss the Sharks in there too.
Yeah, but the Sharks were in the playoffs the last couple of years.
That's true.
And it's just like the teams that were dominating at the early 2010s are now just like, hey, what's up, guys? We're still here.
Yeah.
But whatever. Kubalik almost gets a fucking hattie, though. So
yeah, wasn't he like close? I didn't see
hilarious ending to the game. He missed the wide open net. He then instead of taking like a backhand, tries to put it on his forehand. It gets swatted away. And then he goes for the puck, like in the corner, like falls down. And he's just swatting at it, swatting at anything he can. I mean, like, and then all of a sudden, like horn goes, and they just go to him immediately, and he just is just laughing his ass off because he's like, "What a fucking idiot am I right now?" I had it. I missed the net, and then I didn't shoot, and then I was just like so pathetic. It was just so fucking funny. You can tell he was just like, don't even talk to me about it.
I think he said something like in the like post-game interview they were asking about it. He's like, I saw the opportunity and I just got nervous. I just can't handle big situations like that. Like
it was so funny. But yeah, I'm so glad that he's like firing up. He's tied for the rookie lead in goals right now. And man, we were saying at the beginning of the year, this kid likes to shoot, and he's finding himself in the right places to be shooting.
I think he's definitely earned hhis right to be in the Calder conversation.
I don't know. I think Cale Makar kind of runs away.
Oh no, I think he's going to run away with it. But I think Kubalik is definitely given an argument that he should be one of the three nominees for it. As of right now, I think he deserves at least recognition to be.
I don't know. I think if he keeps it going, I think I would put him like as a more definite like in the conversation. Right now, I don't think he's a definite top three though. I think there's like Cale Makar, like Quinn Hughes, and then it's up for grabs.
Jesus, I want to say, how hilarious would it have been if Jack Hughes actually tore it up this year, like the entire season, and it came to like Cale Makar versus Quinn Hughes versus Jack Hughes for the Calder Cup.
Yeah, but trophy, neither of the Hughes brothers wins it. It's just Cale Makar. Cale Hughes.
Yeah. Yeah, Makar's a fucking freak, man.
Man, I wish that I was like a Colorado fan because how fucking great would it be to watch Cale Makar and Nate McKinnon every fucking night.
And then you got fucking Byram coming up too.
Yeah. Yeah,
like,
that's
God
true.
Damn it. It's like,
man.
Oh, I hate that we're in this division.
Central Division is no fun.
But yeah, so that's kind of like a little wrap up of that games that we missed talking about. We kind of hit on a little bit of my other little points there. Skora finally scores. Kubalik on fire.
Oh yeah.
What we didn't talk about, Dylan Strome goes down with it was a high ankle sprain they're calling it.
I think so. I know that like nothing's torn, but I think he's still just like day to day.
Yeah, I think
which
I read
is great because that looked terrible.
Yeah.
It looked like it almost reminded me of like, remember when Roosevelt fucking
God,
fucked his ankle up? I was like, that was a very close situation.
But
like
if you put a little bit,
if you put like a little too much weight on it, like there you go, your foot's turned around, like sayonara season.
I think I was reading that him and Saad actually were on the ice today.
Oh yeah, that'd be great, dude. Saad was playing like some good hockey, but I mean, fuck, they sent Quenneville down.
Yeah, Saad isn't looking. Neither of them are traveling with them on their upcoming Canada trip.
Oh yeah, we got Canada coming up.
Strome, they said he could potentially be back by January 21st, which I think is the last game before the All-Star break.
Okay.
Wouldn't be a bad idea, put him out there, let him test it out, and then he's got the break to rest and go from there.
That'd be good. And that's against Florida. So Q's coming to town.
Oh, that's the first game for Q back. Yeah, I want to go to that game.
Ooh, I want to go to that game too. Also, we were talking about this before we were recording, but we were talking about the Florida Panthers and how sick Huberdeau and Barkov are. So I also kind of want to go to that Florida game just to see them play too.
Yeah.
Jesus. They're fucking so good.
Saad potentially still might not be back to like the 1st of February. And I read that and I was like, fuck, that long? And then I realized we're fucking halfway through January.
Also, like, if Strom comes back the 21st and Saad comes back the next game, that's what it is.
Yeah,
Like, it's a week. It's like a fucking week off.
it didn't register with me because I
Yeah.
keep forgetting we're already in fucking January because the season is just fucking flying.
Yeah, it's 2020, man.
Yeah. And then there's a couple different transaction rumors going on out there. Again, rumors. I don't know if these are legit or not. I'm just going
Rumors
based
are
on what I'm
rumors,
seeing.
you know.
Yeah.
We
There's
can create some rumors too if you want. I was
Saad,
trying to create a rumor earlier today with you guys. I was saying Gustafson to the Maple Leafs because Riley went down.
it would I thought of that too when I got that notification because I got Riley on my other fantasy team. And when he went down, I was like, ooh, who can we trade him?
Who's a left-handed puck-moving defenseman? Oh, Eric Gustafson.
Yeah. But
I don't even know what we get back though.
yeah, draft pick ticket.
Yep.
Crow.
No, they don't have a first anyway.
You think we get a first for Gus?
I mean, with a team that needs a player like him that just had somebody go down, we could probably get.
I would have been fucking happy if we got a fucking second for Gus.
Yeah, but that's a late second. That's like almost a third rounder. Fuck that.
So a first round would almost be a second rounder.
Yeah.
Okay, I could see it now.
But Carolina has their first rounder anyway from that Marlowe deal.
Yeah. Yeah, Marlowe deal that plays for neither team anymore.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Crow and Brandon Saad are reportedly on the trading block. Crow, I don't know how much I believe that one, but the Saad one I've been seeing a lot. Edmonton has been showing interest in Saad as Boston, which I could see that, but I don't understand how that would work.
I don't understand how Boston's going to be able to figure anybody into that cap.
They have 1 million. I think it's 1 million.
That's the thing though too, because of like Seabrook and DeHaan being out for the rest of the season. With our LTIR, we could take back a really shitty contract for the rest of the season. So like that's kind of enticing for for teams, which is another reason we could probably get a first overall pick from people if we take like a really shitty contract from them too. It's like we're the Carolina Hurricanes when we were really good. It's kind of like that where we have so much cap space. And
so
I don't know.
According to Cap Friendly, do you want to take any guess on what Boston Bruins projected cap space is?
Isn't it like 900,000 or 600,000?
It is $712.
I thought you were going to say 1,000. Never mind. That's fucking hilarious.
$712.
Fucking right. Like, I don't see. They would have to.
They also have 1.1 in LTIR used. I don't always. So their cap space comes out to like 1.74 with like LTR and all that.
Yeah.
But the projected space 712. That's fucking hilarious. I've never seen a triple digit.
Way to manage the cap right there, though.
Yeah, but
not going over.
Yeah, so I don't know. I can see Edmonton more. I don't know what Edmonton would give us for Saad or what we would want from Edmonton.
I mean, I would take a first rounder from them because I doubt they make the playoffs still. I told you, man, earlier in the season, I was like, man, they're streaking and they're gonna fall right out. It does not matter.
I do not think they're making the playoffs. I'm sticking to that. I will die on that hill.
And I'm so glad that Arizona's on fire. Like, Calgary started picking it up. Vancouver's fucking good too. Vegas is good.
Would you take Darnell Nurse for Saad?
No. We don't need more defensemen.
I'm just.
If anything, how much cap space does Edmonton have?
2.1.
Okay.
So that's another one they would have to.
Like, I'm looking at Boston right now to see like who would they possibly give up. I mean, I don't want to take David Backes. Fuck no. They don't have anybody on like a 1-year deal that's like a really shitty 1-year deal that they would like be able to trade us. Because we would like if they had to shed fucking contracts and like cap space, like we'd have to take somebody on a 2-year deal. And their shittiest contract is David Backes.
And you also got to take into account, though, consideration that probably Siebert's going to be gone.
What do you mean? Like,
Well, Siebert's I just have the feeling they push Seabrook out the door. I don't know if he's going to be playing again.
yeah.
So we'll have that extra.
No, that's what I'm saying. We have that cap space,
Yeah.
which is, I mean,
But none of these teams, I'm
it's
looking at
just
both of these teams. I don't see anybody that would make sense for us to take on.
right.
James Neal's the only like high contract on Edmonton, and I don't think I would take James Neal.
No, because he still has like 20 goals. He's like the only other goal scorer there.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I don't know. They don't have that much money tied up to anybody like that terrible. Chris Russell.
Yeah, I don't know.
Fucking Mikko Koskinen. Give him Crow and fuck no. I don't know. I don't want to see any Western teams get better from us, and I don't want to see Boston get better from us. So
Also,
I veto all the trades.
I'll start a trade rumor.
Yeah.
Corey Crawford to Columbus.
That's not bad. I mean, Columbus. Are they saying it's just Corey Crawford, or are they saying Lehner maybe too?
I've just heard Crawford. I think that they want to sign Lehner.
I hope they do. It's gonna be difficult.
Which bringing back. So we'll transition to that. Robin Lehner was asked about contract negotiations, and he basically said that he's not going to take a hometown discount. He's been taking discounts his whole life, and he feels that he has earned the rights to get full pay, which 1,000% yes, I 100% agree with him.
Yeah, it's crazy to me that we actually were able to sign him for a 1-year deal at $5 million after a Vezina nominee season that he had. I was just like, how do we just get a Vezina nominee for $5 million? And like Bobrovsky just got a $10 million contract. Is it because he won it, so he's only half as good? Like,
yeah,
I don't get it.
I wonder, like, I truly wonder if there was any promises made or like discussions saying like, "Hey, we'll bring you in. We need you to take the 1 year."
Yeah, I mean, for money reasons, like that made the most sense. And it's like once you guys are both off the books, like we have 11 million that we just had towards goalies, and we can put, I say like 8.5 to 9.5 maybe, because he's fucking so good, and he's only 28, and goalies can be good for a lot longer than players can.
We kind of talked about this before, like in text and all that. My main thing with him is, or how much you pay him. It really depends on what your plan for the backup is too, because
I think it's coming down to bringing up Delia or Lankinen. I think would be a great like opportunity. Lankinen just fucking he won the Worlds or whatever like last year with Finland.
Yeah,
and he's taking over the starting role in Rockford from Delia. He had like a couple games on backup too.
It just kills me too. This like straight up dude, straight from Finland, and his first name's Kevin.
I mean, maybe it's not. Like, it's like, well, that's the thing. That's like Alexander Barkov. His real name is actually Sasha. Like,
that's true. Yeah.
Like,
yeah, I think Delia is kind of getting passed up and forgotten now.
I don't think he's having that great of a season. That's why.
No, but Lankinen would be so fucking sick, and especially to have him like sitting behind Lehner and just learning from him. Oh God, let's go.
Those are the only L's we'll get with these boys in net. That'd be sick.
But yeah, I as much as I'm team no pay goalies, you got to pay this guy.
We've seen Lehner like do what he can do, especially on this team. Like the one thing that I can agree with, like if you don't want to pay a goalie, you don't want to pay a goalie that hasn't played on your team. Like that's the thing. Like if you brought Bobrovsky into Florida and he's having a shit season, it's like he was playing with a better defensive team in Columbus. Like they had Werenski and Jones and fucking Ryan Murphy and like Nudivara and like guys that were like, and they were playing under Torts, which is more of a defensive coach. I think.
I guess I'm not like team no pay goalie. I think I'm more like the term is what bugs me with goalies the most, because you give these goalies like long-term deals. Like look at Quick, how he's digressed over the years, and regressed. Yeah.
Sorry.
And then Bob, you give him this long ass deal, and is this just the beginning of the end for him kind of thing? Like I was always under the assumption that you should give goalies between like 3 and 4 year deals at a time.
Yeah, but if you're an agent, you're not like,
Oh no,
nah.
yeah, right. Yeah. So that's why I'm like I'm throwing all my assumptions out the window, and I say give this whatever it takes to keep him.
I mean, even like 6 years, like that'd be cool. Take him to like he's 35, and then you can get a 35 older contract. Like
essentially a Crawford deal.
Yeah, but I don't know. Like I'm sure that's what the whole bargaining thing is. You either get longer term and cheaper money, or you get shorter term and more money.
Yeah.
I don't know.
6 by like 7.5, 8.
I'm thinking it has to be like around 8.5, 9. He played real good. He's a real good goalie, man.
It's a good thing. Yeah, no, it's a good thing Strome really isn't living up to what he was last year. So we got that in our pocket with negotiations for this offseason.
Yeah, he's not bad though. I mean, the whole team kind of started real slow.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find Laner now on like the top list. What the fuck? What's his goal? Oh, I don't know what his goals against average is. Let's go to save percentage.
All right. Well, while you look that up,
yeah.
The other
yeah, he's tied for 8th right now in save percentage in the league.
God, he's so fun. Look at the shit team in front of him.
Yeah. Oh my God, I want to just sort this by like shots, and he probably faces the same amount of shots as guys that don't split time with another goalie.
Well, yeah, what was it over that last when we recorded with Megan over that like 3-game time period? It was like 100 shots in 3 games that they faced.
Yeah, it was like it was either right at 100 or just over 100 or something.
Yeah, like so the other transaction rumor that I've been hearing, Lazarus actually wrote about this. Ali Mata and or Zach Smith could potentially be bought out this offseason.
I mean, just trying to create cap space, I guess. Got a lot of young guys.
Zach Smith doesn't surprise me.
Mata had a sick fucking laser last game too.
Yeah, Mata surprised me a little bit because I feel like he's a young guy.
Yeah.
I know he's been struggling. I guess it's just because can you buy him out and then re-sign him for a cheaper deal?
No, but like I feel like if you were trying to create space on your team, why would you buy him out? Why not like just try and trade him?
Because I think now if the rumors are out there that they're gonna buy him out, then who's gonna take him?
I don't know. Somebody will. I trust it.
But
what's he even making? Like, is that the problem?
He's making just over $4 million.
Oh,
for 3 more years, or it will be 2 more
years after this.
Yeah.
Huh.
And then Zach Smith is making 3.25 million. It'll be for 1 more year.
What? Oh my God. All right. So like looking at cap friendly, this is the funniest thing. With Sean, LTIR, and Brandon Stott on injured reserve, the only Blackhawks player besides Taves and Kane making more than 1.5 million right now is Zach Smith making 3.25.
That's hilarious.
Every other player is at $1 million or less because they're all on rookie deals. Like David Kampf and Ryan Carpenter are both making $1 million. Doc's on a rookie deal. Kublik's on a rookie deal. Nylander's on a rookie deal. Strome's on a rookie deal. DeBrincat's on a rookie deal. Highmore's on a rookie deal. Sakura's on a rookie deal. What the fuck? That's how you build a 500% team. For 50% team. Fuck.
500 team.
500 team, 50% team. You get 2 big guns and a bunch of rookies. Boom.
Oh, yeah. So
fucking hilarious.
It's not a bad sign.
I didn't know Zach Smith was the same age as Kane and Taves.
Yeah, he seems so much older.
Yeah, I feel like he's been in the league for like forever, but
yeah,
just one of those guys.
Yeah. So wrapping up hot stock. So the upcoming schedule. We're making the Canadian trip here.
Oh yeah.
Visit Montreal tomorrow.
Was it Ottawa the next day?
Ottawa, and then Saturday they're in Toronto, where we will get to witness a very conflicted of feelings Nolly.
I love watching Matthews and Kane go at it because
Oh
they're so
God.
fucking funny. Like, I don't know how many people play like NHL, like the EA Sports game,
Yeah.
but there's the one mode in the Hockey Ultimate Team where you like build your own squad, and like then they have the squad battles mode, and like every week they switch it up with like a celebrity like made team. And like a week ago, I think, or maybe 2 weeks ago, it was Kaner. He got to make his own team, and like he threw like who you'd think would be on the squad, and then he put Austin Matthews as the fourth line right wing. I was like, that's fucking great.
Just yeah. I mean, ever since what was it last season, and at the UC
Yeah,
with the mocking back and
where
forth.
the fucking put the ears up, and
Oh my
then he fucking puts his hand up to his ear and throws it out because he's like,
yeah.
get that shit out of here, Matthews.
But it's like that's the shit you need. Like that's
Yeah,
really what hockey's missing, and I am so glad that it's like two original six teams,
yeah.
Toronto, Chicago, bringing it back to the best American player
Yeah, I
in
mean that's the
arguably
thing. Like
history.
they like fuck around about it because like I guess they like work out in the summer together. They'll
Oh
like
yeah,
skate in the summer, and it's like, yeah, have fucking fun out there because Jesus Christ, like those games are fun.
yeah, that was probably one of the best games too. But yeah, Toronto versus Chicago is always a fun game to watch.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Um,
skill out there.
oh yeah, especially with this team, Toronto team playing good again.
Nylander versus
Like
Nylander, man.
maybe keep Carlton pull a Babcock and sit Nylander because he's playing his brother.
I don't know. I mean, I'm more scared to see more of Austin Matthews than we
Yeah,
did last game, where it was just like, oh, he took over the last 5 minutes of the game. It was just
yeah,
like, oh God.
Pablo Matthews. But
Yeah.
yeah, I think that wraps it up for Hot Stock. You got anything else?
No, I
No.
think that was all the thoughts.
Yeah. So, couple things we'll just touch on real quick with NHL talk, and then we'll go. Because I know this is probably getting a little bit longer episode here. Some news from last night that came out at the All-Star game this year. They are going to have a new event, which is going to be a 3-on-3 game between the top women's Canadians and Americans, which I think is fucking awesome. Just
Yeah,
another opportunity for them to show what they're capable of, and hopefully get these get the women's their own league or a league that makes sense.
yeah. I haven't really followed up with what's going on with their league, like the
I
NWHL.
I haven't seen anything about that. I just see that they're doing the Dream was it the Dream Gap tour or something like that, or they're going to
Oh,
like
I don't know.
different they're going to like different cities around Canada and the U.S. and basically playing just like 4 games every weekend. Like
Oh, okay. Just like
so
traveling to
yeah, which is
like
really cool.
the Globetrotters.
Yeah, it's kind of like it kind of reminds me like
It's all right. The Canadian team can be the Washington Generals.
yeah. It reminds me of like the new lacrosse league that Paul Rabel started,
Yeah,
like the PLL or something like that.
Premier Lacrosse League.
Yeah, and they instead of having like home arenas, they just basically go to different cities every weekend or every other whatever the schedule is. But then they just bring the games to these towns, let the people see what it's all about. And you know what? I think that's the best way to grow the game. And I think the
I think it's
NHL,
pretty smart.
yeah, NHL stepping up and offering this situation for the All Star game, I think is awesome. It shows that the NHL does want to see this happen, but
Yeah.
they're going to help without putting the league at risk of losing money to just hand them over to start a league. Like
I mean,
that,
it goes back to like last year too, which I think was really cool when they had the skills competition and like they had
Kendall.
Kendall Coyne like
Yeah,
participate in the fastest skater because like I mean honestly I was probably like, oh, like that's cool, and then when she skated it came in like third legitimately. I was like, holy fucking shit,
yeah.
she is super fucking fast. Like that was unreal. Like I was
Was
amazed by
it
that.
and was it Amanda Kessel that technically beat the passing or the shooting?
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
she won like the passing thing.
yeah. Oh my god, yeah. So
I forgot about that too. Yeah, that's right.
yeah, I'm actually really pumped. So really pumped for that, and we know Kendall's going to be in it. I mean, obviously she's captain of the Team USA and all that. So, hey, represent Chicago well. Former guest of the show, good friend of the show.
Whoa.
What's up? Other than that, so we mentioned this a little bit earlier when we were talking about recap because we had been to play all these teams. Nashville fired Peter Laviolette.
Mm-hmm. New Jersey fired Hines.
Hines
got signed in Nashville. And then recently New Jersey fired Shiro as well.
Which, wow, you can fire your GM?
Hey, man. I don't know. Apparently.
I typed up so many different like tweets, just like sarcastic tweets about, wow, you can actually fire. And I'm like, no, I'm just going to get fucking chirped for being a Bowman hater. And I just deleted all of them.
How many did you type up if you're typing up so many tweets?
Dude, I had probably like 10 in my drafts at one point.
It's like, that's not it. All right, let's start another one. It's like, just got to find the right one.
Yeah, so that was a very interesting move for them to fire Shiro, though. You let this guy trade your former MVP, your top player, clearly gets a terrible haul back. Like, I don't know. That's one of those things, like, that's where I'm like, if the Hawks are going to make a GM move, I hope they wait till a time where it's enough time. Decisions have to be made by the new guy and not let Bowman make a big decision and then let Bowman go.
Yeah.
Like, I hope, yeah.
Wasn't that something that like happened in like Minnesota recently? Was like,
yeah,
there's a bunch of decisions made, and then they were like, "Okay, you got to go."
You fucked off, yeah.
Oh yeah, because they made all those trades last year.
Yeah,
at like the dedeadline, and they're like, "We got nothing back for all these players. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
This is garbage." Yeah,
and then he signed like Matt Zuccarello, and they're like, "All right, you're done. Like, you're done."
Cut him off. Yeah, so that'll be it. It just shows what the absolute shit show New Jersey is after the offseason that they had, all these high expectations.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's just like players not playing up to the expectations, really. Like, but like we talked about before, though, Jack Hughes is kind of kicking into gear too.
I have no doubt that this team's going to be fucking good. They're going to be fine. I think it's just going to be it's growing pains right now.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, their goaltending's young. Their forwards are pretty young. Like, the team is pretty just, like, young. And, like, PK Subban.
Blackwood's going to be a solid tendy, I think.
Yeah.
He's going to be awesome.
He's only, like, 21, and he's, like, starting all their games.
Yeah, so, yeah, they'll be fine. And just
don't sleep on that kid. Yeah, he actually, just talking about him, it was like when we did have that shit show of a game, he did play fucking unreal, though.
Oh, yeah.
He was playing amazing. And then Crawford I'm remembering that game very well because Crawford and him had a fantastic first period, and then Crawford led in some of the weak ones and pulled himself, and you're like, okay.
Yeah. Then we mentioned him earlier, Jonathan Huberdeau, right?
Yeah, Huberdeau.
Huberdeau. Last night at the ripe old age of 26.
Yeah.
Is now
took him his whole career.
Is now the franchise leader in points for the Florida Panthers with 420.
420. It's legal here.
That's
true. Actually, since the last episode,
it's true. We can smoke weed legally.
Weed's legal in Illinois.
Yeah, but you're gonna pay fucking $300 in taxes. Yeah,
shit's legal. Whatever.
So we're just going through. Between him being 26, then Barkov being 24.
Yep.
And he's only, what'd you say, like 90 points behind him?
No. He's 26 points behind
26 points behind him.
Yeah.
Then Ekblad's 23.
Yeah, and I thought Ekblad was like 28 because he's been a fucking a grown ass man since he was 18 with his full fucking beard. He's the youngest of the fucking three. I was just like losing my mind.
That's another team with between all that talent plus having Q.
Oh, also we were saying too, like Ekblad and Huberdeau are both Calder Trophy winners. Like you have two Calder Trophy winners. Like fucking Barkov is a third overall pick. Ekblad's a first overall pick. I think Huberdeau is like a third as well. Like that is their core, and it's disgusting.
Yeah. Huberdeau was.
I don't know. It's. Like, those kids they're going to be good. They just honestly, like, that was the one thing they needed in the offseason was a goalie, and then they went and got Bob, and then Bob's like, just got paid.
Yeah, Huberdeau was the third overall in 2011.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, if they can just get their defense tightened up and Bob to play the way he's supposed to be playing. Plus they have that Spencer Knight coming up. He just played for Team USA in
Oh
the
yeah,
World Juniors. He was
Jesus.
a first round pick.
Jesus.
Like, yeah, so he's supposed to be a stud. Yeah, Florida's gonna be fucking good too soon. The other thing, real quick, and then before we
I was gonna mention.
yeah,
I don't know. We didn't talk about this before, but there's a couple signings of some older guys. Yeah, Ilya Kovalchuk signed in
oh yeah,
Montreal, and he scored in like a game winner recently too.
overtime winner.
Yeah, and so it was. I think they put him into like third place among Russian-born players in like overtime goals or game-winning goals or something, which was really funny. And then
So
Justin Williams also got signed by Carolina.
Carolina, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Back to Kovalchuk. Speaking of friends of the show, former guest Earl Skakel, big Kovalchuk guy.
Oh
He's
yeah.
also a customer of mine at Pro Stock. And as soon as he got signed, or when Kovalchuk got cut, he emails me and goes, "Yeah, is there any return policy on these gloves?" And when he got signed by Montreal, within like 5 minutes, yeah. By the way, put me down on the list for when you get some of those custom Montreal gloves.
Oh really? That's
Yeah.
awesome. That's funny.
But yeah, so I like that signing actually for him. I was surprised he went to Montreal because I feel like he's cup chasing and Montreal's not going to do it. But I feel he can work himself into being a cheap rental
Yeah.
for a cup team. Because I mean
Yeah. I mean,
it's a
he
1
wasn't
year
doing himself any
700.
favors on that older team.
Yeah.
Like,
So I mean he's got a 1 year league minimum, which is like a $700,000 contract. It's a 2-way deal too. So a team can pick him up, put him in the A until
no, that's not how that works.
yeah, it is.
No, it isn't. It's just because that's how it works in NHL. It's not like the video game. It's not how it works in real life. A two-way deal just means that it's $700,000 at the NHL level, and it's only $70,000 on
Yeah.
the AHL level. But he'd still probably have to pass through waivers.
Does he?
Yeah, you can see if they're waiver eligible. Let's see.
All right.
But I know, like, if you play it in the video game, it's like a two-way deal.
No, because I swore I only said I swore I heard that they can do that.
Unless it's like has something to do with like a 35 and older contract, I'm pretty sure he still has to clear waivers. But I'm not entirely positive.
35 plus. Where would it be on cap friendly?
I don't know. I'm looking at cap friendly.
Oh.
I don't know.
I guess he's not waiver exempt. Okay.
I'm pretty sure he's not. I think.
So whatever I read. So I apologize.
He's not because like it shows like the players that are waiver exempt.
Okay.
And
I apologize. I got bad sources.
Well, I'm also gonna say I don't know the rules on the 35 and older contracts because like everything is got some crazy ass like clause to it.
Yeah.
So it could be true. But
yeah. So, but also if he's going down, I don't think many people are gonna put a waiver claim in for him.
Yeah.
But yes, those are those signings. And then I think probably one of the biggest, most entertaining stories right now is the Matthew Tkachuk. Was it Zach Kassian?
Zach Kassian, yeah.
Drama going on.
Everybody's chiming in on it too.
Dude, I got a couple tweets up here from a couple different. I only got like 2 different guys talking about it, and then one was asked about Tkachuk. So basically, if you don't know what happened, Matthew Tkachuk threw a couple very questionable hits on Kassian on what was it, Saturday or Sunday?
It was yesterday, I think.
So Sunday. Okay.
I get my days all mixed up.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus Christ! I can't stop burping.
A couple questionable hits on Kassian, and then the second one, Kassian just snapped and just fucking went after Tkachuk, and Tkachuk turtled, like just wouldn't throw his gloves down, wouldn't put his hands hands up, kind of protect himself. Saturday, okay. It was funny. Whitney actually tweeted out the picture of him getting fucking turtled, and
where his helmet's like somehow in his jersey too.
Yeah, the side by side. So Kassian got a hearing for the aggressor penalty or whatever.
Yeah,
he's suspended for 2 games, because of it. So a couple players that I saw had comments on it. One was, I deleted the one. Damn it. One was Timo Solani chimed in. Ben Sherratt from Montreal was just kind of asked about it. He goes, if someone hit me or a couple guys on our team like that and our heads are snapped back, helmets are flying off, I think you would see a pretty intense reaction similar to what Kazian had done. So a lot of the guys are defending Kazian. I'm pretty sure Teemu Selanne was defending Kazian too.
Yeah, he was. He was going on about how like it was just like a dangerous hit. Like it's right, I have it right here. So he said it's a or he's replying to Scotty Upshaw. It's about how he has zero intention of making an actual hockey play during that hit. Like it's literally he's just going to like try and hit him, like not going for the puck, not going for anything. And then Teemu Selanne just says like in casting will face an NHL hearing for protecting himself from these two dangerous hits. And then he says he calls out George Peros. He's just like George Peros, not right.
Yeah. So at the end of in the post game, like pressers and all that, Kazian called Tkachuk a pussy. Tkachuk followed it up with, well, if you don't like it, get off the tracks.
Oh yeah.
All that kind of stuff. So the Alberta rivalry is fucking back.
What was the other thing was McDavid and Draisaitl got asked if they had to play on a line with Tkachuk at like during the All-Star game, like what would they do? And they're like, I'll just get off the ice.
Yeah. Like, oh my God, I absolutely love it. I forgot that aren't they gonna be on the same All-Star team, right?
Yeah.
Tkachuk, yeah.
They're same division.
Yeah. Oh fuck.
Oh yeah, the All-Star jerseys got released too, and I didn't really care for those. Other NHL news.
Yeah. Other than that, so I just love that Tkachuk is bringing like the old school rivalries back on all this team. Drew Doughty now.
Yeah, I mean,
the Alberta.
People want to kill him.
Yeah, but
he also draws like he draws like the most penalties in the league too because of that.
Oh yeah, so he knows exactly what he's doing, and it kills me is that he's one of those players. He's like the Marchand, where it's like he's that instigator. I'm not okay. He's that.
No, it's just the way you say Marchand. I was just like, what?
He's just that instigator that gets underneath your skin and like, but he doesn't have to. But he's so fucking good at it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think we kind of covered everything. Was there anything?
I don't think there's anything other than like that's like the most recent news that's like all over the place is the Tkachuk thing. Hjalmarsson's back in Arizona, and he got an assist in his first game back. Bingo!
And I will say it like every time we see those jerseys, they need to go back to those full time.
Yeah. Just
fucking do it already.
What else were we saying? We were mentioned before. Morgan Riley's out. What is it? I don't know. I think that's like it.
Yeah, I don't think there's too much more right here. Yeah, because I'm looking at Hockey Reddit right now, and everything is just.
Yeah, it's Chucky.
Yeah.
Yeah. Boom.
So yeah, that was episode 86.
Teravainen.
The Teravainen. It's good to be back.
Yeah.
I was
Happy New Year.
Yeah. I was missing this a little bit. Didn't know what to do with my free time.
I know, right? We're still missing two. We gotta get them.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell.
So.
Wake the fuck up, boys. Let's go.
Let's go.
Well, I'll give them in their defense. We typically have hockey tonight, so they might have made plans. We didn't have something, but I don't know. But yeah, so for myself and Tanner, thanks for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube, follow us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, on iTunes or Apple Podcasts and Facebook and YouTube. Leave a comment, review us. The more reviews we get, the higher we go up in the rankings. Not that we're going to go crazy high, but the more we move up the rankings, the more people will see us, and we'll actually get to hear our opinions, total unbiased Blackhawk opinions.
Yeah, dude, follow me on Xbox and PlayStation. It's WCBP _ Tanner. Boom, on both.
I saw that on that spot the other day. That's fucking hilarious. Check out our website, WCBenders.com. I'm gonna try to start posting more blogs up there. I'm gonna try to convince these guys to type out some stuff more. I know.
I'd just rather make a video. I'm not a creative writer.
Send your writing pines there. There's a section for you to fill them out and send them in there. Working on hopefully trying to get some cool stuff going on for this year for us. So it's gonna be a fun year. So just make sure you're following us and subscribe everywhere so you don't miss anything. And thank you so much for listening. And we'll check you on the next one.
Yeah. Love you, boys. Bye.